One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. Three tight ends are out there. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now a give, right side. Pryor. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll look to throw here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early. And trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. Pryor. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Pryor has it complete. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
On first down, Pryor. And he's got this down to the 35. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's, not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 56 yards for him already. An excellent drive to kick off this divisional round matchup. That might be an understatement. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Seahawks are on the board first here in this division round matchup. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Now from 5 yards further back, this becomes a 37-yard extra point attempt. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. They'll run on first down. Diggs. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Room here to run. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big pickup there on the run. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
On first down, Diggs able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On second down now, Diggs. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Off play action. Britt. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Touchdown. A great effort there. 27 yards. And the Black Knights are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point splits the uprights. And we are tied here in the second quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, and they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Pryor. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. From 4 yards out. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Back to throw. Britt. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try the left side. Diggs, and he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll try the left side. Booth. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Takes this to the 45. Broken tackle. Bought him a little extra space.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Off the play fake. Britt. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll run on first down. Booth. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Off play action. Britt sliding out of the pocket toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
third down. Diggs call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on fourth down. Looking to throw. Britt. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The decision to go for it doesn't pan out. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry.
2nd and 2.
They'll look to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. This time they stay on the ground. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side.
And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives.
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down.
2nd and 11 now.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And, you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
On 3rd down, Britt. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. And they'll send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. .39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. On 1st down, Pryor. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play. Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
They'll drop the throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll run on 1st down. Booth. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
That was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Off the play fake. Britt. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. On 1st down, Diggs. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Let's check on the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
They'll try the left side. Boom. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory.
49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup.
Off play action. Britt. And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Off the play fake. Britt. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
They're going to look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on 1st down. Pryor, and he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards. I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Back to throw here.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
121 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting...
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the night.
And the Seahawks are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this fourth quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started.
On first down. Boom. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Britt. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 13. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
2nd and 5.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 28. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up the first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
And the ball is knocked out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the kind.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Come on again.
And hold everything here. This one is not over yet. They return it for the touchdown.
They continue to fight, don't they?
This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And, you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. On third down, Pryor. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 148 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Looking left-sided, has got a man. That's Armstrong. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now this time he'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.